Hi everyone, I'm back again. It's Michelle from Twist Yarn in Midland, Ontario, Canada. I thought I would do another video. I had a customer dare me or challenge me to bring out all of my whips or works in progress. So I thought I would take her up on it. So anyway, before I get to all my whips, I wanted to announce that I'm going to do a giveaway contest. So last video, I noticed that I touched my face quite a few times. And I know you're not supposed to do that in the best of times, let alone with the coronavirus. So for my penalty or my payback, I'm going to give away some stuff. So if you head over to my website, you can sign up for the contest. And I gotta fix my blanket. That's keeping my arm warm. So one of the prizes that, so there's two prizes, like one winner, one prize, but you have a choice between two things. So the first thing I want to give away is a set of these Likey driftwood. They're the small shorties, 3.5-inch tips, and it's a whole interchangeable set. These are beautiful Ninos, the Likey ones. So this little kit is perfect for doing hats or sleeves or anything where, oh, I'm losing my shawl. Hang on a second. And my blanket. This is a real challenge because obviously, because these are unfinished projects, they're all attached to balls of yarn. So I kind of feel like one of those puppets there. So the needles. Here you go. And all of the, there's cables and stoppers and everything in the case. So this is one of the prizes that you could choose from. Obviously, if you like to knit, but if you like to crochet or you prefer this gift, it's one of these Toft crochet kits. It comes with everything: the pattern, the hook, the stuffing, the wool, everything to make one of these. So I have 4 of them left. You can choose whichever one you want. This guy here is a little puppy. So with that Toft kit, you'll also get one of these, oh, I forgot to take the first take off, but Cadia twisted paint and a hook and the pattern to go. So you will get the crochet kit, the yarn, the hook, and the pattern. So you can choose either or. So that is it for that. So you can go over to my website, twistyarn.ca, and there's a sign up there. So you do have to sign up for my newsletter to be able to get entered into the contest. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. So now on to all of my projects here. So I'll just set this aside. Let's start with the winter ones so that I can start taking some of these off. Actually, let's start with the blanket. So this is called Sophie's Universe, and I started this, I know you guys know this probably, is a couple years ago, but I will get it done eventually. It's supposed to be, it will be 6 feet wide, 6 feet long, 6 feet wide when it's done. And this is just a project that I have all the wool for it, and I'm gonna get it done eventually, but here is where I'm at so far. And the Sophie's Universe is made with Shapia's the stone washed XL yarn, so it's really, really nice and soft. I love it. So that's that one. The other project that I have on is this mitten. I've been working on this mitten for quite a long time. So I joined Knit Stars. It's an online school, but all of the stars around the world that, you know, produce patterns and they're just beautiful knitters, they're the Knit Stars on here. So you learn from them. It's an amazing show, really. I mean, the cinematography is amazing too. So I love it. This is Arnie and Carlos were on two, I'm not sure which season they were in, but this is one of their patterns. So I'm not done them yet. I've been working on them. Well, I actually haven't been working on them for a little while, but I could really use these. I could have used them this winter when it was snowing and so forth. So here I am with that. I think they're really nice. They're really soft. So this yarn is Estelle Alpaca Merino DK, and it's a beautiful yarn. It's perfect for these stranded colorwork mittens that I'm wearing. So I'll get those done maybe for next winter. Okay, so I'm gonna take that one off. And so this hat here is a pattern also from Knit Stars. So this past Knit Stars, one of the teachers was Lucy Neepy, and Lucy Neepy is a Canadian knit star. Yay! So she's from Nova Scotia, Canada, and so I bought the kit actually to make this hat. And the yarn is from Fleece Artist. They're also out east, Nova Scotia. So this hat is, so I learned how to double knit. So double knit is a weight of yarn, but it's also a technique, a knitting technique, where you are knitting the outside and the inside at the same time. So it's very, very tricky to learn, but as you can see, now I put it on a bigger needle so that I could get it on my head and show you guys, but it typically it's on a needle like this one, little 16-inch needle, and I'll show you what it will look like when it's done. So it's called the Inca Trail DK Beanie. And there it is from Lucy Neepy. Now, the patterns from Knit Stars this year are not available to the public because they're exclusive to the students of Knit Stars. But they do come out, I don't know how long it takes, maybe a year or something like that after Knit Stars is produced or shown. So anyway, you can probably get this in a year from now. So that is my hat. I'm just starting the alpacas. So yeah, I'll be able to wear it inside or out. It's beautiful. I love the yarn too. A needle just fell down. I hope it wasn't for part of my project. So I have this hat in a project bag that I made. This is a class that we did last year with Deb Gemmell, where we knit the bags and then we felted them. So this is mine. I love it. Of course, I'm still making my sock, and I haven't actually done anything more since last Sunday. So, oh yeah, it's Sunday. It's been 2 weeks now that the store's closed. So anyway, the online shop is open, and I've been here every day shipping yarn all over the place and delivering it. So it's been really good. Thank you. So that's my sock. I'm still working on that. And so this shawl is the other one that I was telling you about that I'm working on. Jeez. No. Why is that? Okay. I'm like totally stuck here. This is, get this turned around. So this shawl, here's my purple colors right there. This shawl is designed by Casapinka. It's called the Perfect Blend. And I saw the photograph of this shawl and I had to have it. I just had to. I think it's just so beautiful. I just want to quickly show you what the finished shawl is going to look like. Take a look at that. So when I saw that photo, I fell in love. Every section is a different color and a different stitch technique and different texture, and it's just beautiful. So when I saw that photo, I said I have to have that. And Casapinka was suggesting Sweet Georgia yarn, and she has some little mini bundles, which I'll show you in a second. So I ordered 2 of those bundles for myself personally because I just had to have this shawl. When I got the yarn, I fell in love. I'm just gonna take this off. I absolutely fell in love with these. This is Sweet Georgia Yarns. She is out in Vancouver, Canada. Felicia Lowe is the dyer, and this is her Tough Love sock base, and it is absolutely gorgeous, and I fell in love with it as soon as I saw them. So I ordered almost every color for everybody else because I thought everybody needs to have this. It's gorgeous. It's soft, really soft. So this is her Tough Love sock base, but it's so much more than sock yarn. It's soft, and her colors are absolutely gorgeous. It's hard to tell with the camera. However, so I am making this shawl. Here's where I am so far. See how every section, and so it's great because you're learning different stitch techniques and stitch patterns, I guess, every section, and then you change colors, so it's even more fun because these are my favorite colors, blue and purple. So I picked the blue and purple. However, I have some amazing other colors. They're beautiful. The green, I should have probably done something with the green, but anyway, so that's that project. The other project I was going to show you is a weave that I'm doing, and here it is right here. I'm almost done. So I would weave a little bit more until I get to maybe about here, and then you do a hem stitch at the top and cut it off. Well, maybe not quite that close, maybe down to here. So this is, the white is Sugarbush Chill, which is a super bulky merino. It's beautiful. And the rest of it is sort of a mixture of different yarns that I have in my stash. And this multicolored one here is Menos del Uruguay Cabrito, which is a hand-dyed mohair. So I put that in there. It turned out beautiful. So that. The other one is what I'm wearing. Look. Now, obviously I'm not done. This is, I'm also, so I'm part of Knit Stars. I'm a student with Knit Stars. I'm also a student at Sweet Georgia. I forgot to say, Sweet Georgia has a school, and it's called the School of Sweet Georgia. And I'm also a student there as well. So from Felicia, I learned how to dye yarn, weave. You could learn to spin. She teaches spinning as well. I haven't done that yet. Knitting, she has all sorts of different knitting tutorials as well. So, and I'm also part of Marie Green's Olive Knit. Her company is called Olive Knits, and it's called, her school is called Knit Camp. So I'm part of Knit Camp as well. I just joined that this last fall. So this sweater is called the Boathouse, and here it is when it's done. It's called the Boathouse Pullover, and this is available on Ravelry if you want to make it too. And that's Marie Green. So this is my boathouse so far. So I dyed this yarn myself, and here's the charcoal color that I dyed, and I dyed all these colors as well. So I just have to now finish the body, and then I'll have to pick up these stitches on my sleeves that I have on some waste yarn and knit my sleeves, and then there's some more color work, as you can see, just at the bottom of the cuff, and then I'll be done and I'll have a new sweater. So this is the last thing now. Oh, I forgot to tell you, on Knit Stars too, I also learned toy making, knitting. I've made toys, I've crocheted toys before, lots of them, but I haven't knit them. So one of the instructors in this year's Knit Star was Susan B. Anderson, and she makes beautiful toys and has beautiful patterns. So I made this little baby alpaca. That's Knit Stars. So I finished my Odyssey shawl with the Malabrigo dos Tiaras yarn, and it turned out beautiful. I love it. Look at how drapey it is, and the colors are really beautiful. I love it. So I wanted to mention the 3 colors that I'm using, and they're their new colors this year. So that's why most of the yarn shops, I believe, made this one here with their new colors. So the blue, or that's, yeah, it's blue, is called Alice. And the speckled one is called Fairy Tale. And the last color is called Neverland. So those, there's lots of other colors. They're on my website. If you want to pick something different, you can certainly do that. Oh my gosh, you guys. There are people lined up outside the store because the bank machine is, or the bank is right on the corner. So everybody is lining up, one person at a time, into the debit, to get the debit machine. So they're lined up every 6 feet. So when I had all of my unfinished projects on, people were looking at me like I'm crazy, and I'm talking to myself as well. So I don't know, maybe I am crazy. Don't mind me, I'm just sitting here in my shop wearing all of my unfinished projects. So, oh, then the knit along that's happening, it's starting on April 1st, by the way. And don't forget to check your gauge, because you don't want to use the same needles as Ho-Hee does in her pattern, or you will run out of yarn. These skeins of yarn aren't as long as what she used. So I used a 4mm needle for mine, and it was fine. It was perfect. I had enough left. Not a lot, but I had enough. So the gauge that they are suggesting is 17.5 stitches. That's in 4 inches. So again, I used a 4mm, and it worked out perfect. But it's going to depend on if you're a tight knitter or a loose knitter, so you really should do a gauge swatch. And so yeah, I'll just remind you about my giveaway, the prizes that I'm going to give away. And I hope I didn't touch my face during this video. I'm not sure, because you don't even realize that you're touching your face. But anyway, in case I didn't touch my face, see you later.